How's it going, folks? Welcome back to another Star Wars Genesis Holocron. Today, we are grabbing all of our favorite ships that we can get in the game. So, let's jump in. Starting on Coruscant, which is where most everyone starts in this game. This is where we have what we really want most. We have our TIE Advanced, Darth Vader ship itself, our N1 Starfighter, our YT-1300, or the Falcon, our Nubian Royal Starship, the Fondor Hullcraft, which is kind of a Starfield version of a Star Wars ship, as well as our T2 Ramsidian class yacht, which was found in the Star Wars Jedi Survivor series. All these are very fun, especially the N1 Starfighter, getting to have that sweet ship. But I do think that the YT-1300 is the best of all these ships, especially when you can afford it. It has the largest amount of cargo space, has a good amount of weapons on it. It is everything you want out of a Starfield ship, and this has been my one and done ship. I have used and piloted all of the other ships, but again, it has the most storage and has shielding on for all of our contraband of Beskar and holocrons that we're going to get in the galaxy. So if you do want a one and done ship, the Falcon is the way to go. The YT-1300, it is my favorite, but if you want any of these other ones, they are not bad. Moving on to Narida. We have our Razor Leaf type ship, which is the Starfield version of the Razor Leaf in the ST-760 assault ship. Our salvaged N1 Starfighter, which again, Mandalorian. Our Firespray 31 gunship, which you get 4 different variants of. The Counselor Light Class Cruiser, which I do think I want to try out more. It does have kind of that, it is built off of Starfield, but it's also really cool. Then we have our X-Wing T-65B Starfighters. As you see, there are a lot of Starfighters. To note, if you do get a Starfighter, it is not recommended to have a companion because they do fall into space. There is not enough room in these ships for everybody. So if you are playing solo, you do not need a lot of just kind of storage and things like I do and like you do on a kind of normal playthrough of Starfield, and you're just kind of doing bounty hunter things. Make sure you check out that video of how to become a bounty hunter. Then these kind of light starships, starfighters are going to be yours. Fun fact about the Firespray Slave 1 ships, they do fly correctly. So they do land correctly, they do fly correctly, which was a big issue kind of leading up to 8.6 and everything with those Firespray gunships and just maneuverability. So they do fly correctly. You can also edit these ships. I don't suggest it completely because they do kind of bug out a little bit, but you can always fast travel in as long as you are not over encumbered. I myself am not I'm not good at building starships, but just know it is something that you can do in this game. They do have just kind of skins and different things. I think you can also build an A-Wing out of A-Wing parts at your personal launch pad, which I suggest having. Always have a base with a personal launch pad in it so that way you can build whatever you want. Then on Dantooine, for the Dantooine Starship vendor, you do need to go move a little bit. There is a little alcove where he is in order to get these Rebel ships. We have our Counselor class light cruiser, as well as our X-Wing Starfighter. The X-Wing does look a little weird when it's landed and everything, because it's not floating, kind of like the N1s do and some of the other ships, but it does look really good in space and is super fun. Dantooine being our kind of Rebel base here, so you get your Rebel ships. The light cruiser, I really like what they did here. I think it could probably be a little bit bigger in my opinion, but it's super fun. So if you do want any of these ships, make sure that you grab them. So that is where you can find all of the current Star Wars themed ships in Star Wars Genesis. Very easy to find, and as soon as you get enough credits, you can get whatever you want, and the galaxy is yours for the taking. So, until next time, may the Force be with you.